DP, if you're saying asked what is depression, it's actually described to you. It doesn't define it. And anything that you don't define, you cannot confine. That's why we couldn't find the solution for COVID, because they couldn't define what COVID was. They can't define what AIDS is, so you cannot confine it, which means you can't come up with a solution. So in order for me to come up with a solution, I have to define what depression is, so that I can be in a position to solve it. If this was a solution, what tablets does, antidepressant, what it does is that your brain, most of the time when you come depressed, or anyone who's depressed, or any, in your mind, we've got the biochemistry. So there's certain units that are in your mind, right? So most of the time, whenever there's a misbalance, disequilibrium, right? So when it does something like that, and then there's a pain on your side, end up experiencing your cortisol or substance P for pain. So in order for you to come back, because you're supposed to live on the balance, it's that you need antidepressant, other people that take drugs, other people that drink a lot of alcohol. What they're trying to do is to bring you back. So now, if it finishes, you need to drink again. So the problem then, it's not what is going on within your body. The problem is what is going on in your mind. You have a fantasy. Depression is when you try to bring fantasy and your reality together and you fail. In the book of life, or those who read the Bible, it says that, a comment in the Proverbs that says, when experience don't meet expectations, it breaks the heart. So it simply means it's depression. So you've got your own reality, and then there's a fantasy you have that you build when you're still growing up. You watch a movie, it was so nice, they showed you the other side of love, and that's how things should be. So it ended so nice. So you are ready to get married, just right. So you get in, and then the other side start to kick in, and you say they have changed. You listen on 157. They no, I used to see, used to love me, used to do this. Because this guy is on the other side. I know. This is there. The person has it. Right now we are sitting, all of us here. We all have got the other side. We need to understand that. I also have mine. I know them. And trust me, I always like to say, I'm tall, dark, and handsome. But I'm also very argumentative. I argue. You come to me and tell me something, I can argue with you. You see, so that is the thing you need to understand. There are moments where I'm busy, I don't want to be disturbed, I'm moody. It's me. If somebody comes to me and says, you're moody, I don't get mad. I just say, okay, sorry, man, let's talk. There are moments sometimes I'm like that. So, get it. So we all have got that side. Sometimes it's not necessarily when somebody comes at you and they say something, don't get mad quickly. Because sometimes they're looking at you, you just trigger something in them, which is the negative side of them, which they can't deal with. You can't beat you. You can't swear at you. So because now I see you doing it, I will attack you. Okay. Do you understand? So this book, the reason why once you read this, you're actually going to throw away your psychologist. Because I'll tell you what they do. So these guys, they come in and then they say, okay, what did you do? Okay, you're a victim there. It was bad. Yeah, this person was a predator. You must do this. And next session. Come for the next session. Yeah, what happened? So what are you becoming? A victim. Then they make you join other organizations of victims, sharing the victims' things, and you end up being worse. Do you understand? So now, I come in and I say, look, in life there's no accident. It doesn't matter how bad it was. It doesn't matter. Oprah Winfrey wouldn't be where she is today if it was not for the occasions of, being insulted and all these things. She found a story in that. I've been abused when I was growing up, my family did this. No, they build something in you. If you look at a person who was abused growing up sometimes, they've got this independence of fighting life. Unlike a person who has been really raised without even any motivation to want to go in life. You see, so there's some things don't happen by accident. You meet a person, you learn. I'm not saying, yeah, but a doctor, no, I'm a student. I meet any person, I learn. I sit down and learn what they have. Because in life you learn, there's no accident. Each and every day, there's always an opportunity. Right now, as you're like this, I'm expecting something from someone. That's why even in my introduction, I prefer someone to introduce me as Lloyd. Because the moment you say doctor, it shut down other people.
You didn't tell me.
No, it's fine. Yes. No, when I'm coming here, it's okay. But when I meet Lloyd, it's okay to find out later. But the reason why I do that is because I want something in you to come out. When I see a person, I see inspiration. I'm not a motivational speaker. I'm an inspirational speaker. Inspiring. People are motivated. If a lion comes in here, nobody is going to sit down here. They're going to run. We are all motivated. Inspiration comes from the inside. It drives you to want to do something. So that's, if you want that. I will how many minutes? 2 minutes. Yeah, I'll finish in 2 minutes. So this book, I'm black and I'm on track. What does it mean? A lot of us coming to the government and other people, most of us, we are off track. We are not on track. Sometimes I say give a benefit of the doubt to the government, even the leaders, because they are also coming from apartheid. They are also screwed in their mind, just like you. So your expectations are too high for them. They also want to change. But now the willingness sometimes lack. You know, sometimes I love what you said in terms of submission. Somebody who's higher, you're writing a submission. That's how it showed a sign of respect, right? I sit down in different kinds of elderly people. When I see elderly, I sit down. They've got something to teach me. I don't have to say I'm this, I might be educated that, but I sit down because what they have, they'll give me wisdom. I can learn in 10 minutes that something was going to take me 10 years to learn. By 10 minutes of listening, I'm sorted. By just listening to them, because they know something that I don't. They've experienced something that I haven't. So to avoid that, I listen to someone who's passed through that, and then I learn. Then I move forward.